Hey guys, how's it going? Old Shaman here, back at it again with another manga related video. So today I'm actually doing a manga tag video that was recommended by Insidious Swede. This actually is a manga tag that was recommended by a YouTube channel known as AloofDragon. I did see the original video and it seemed like a very interesting tag, and then Insidious Swede did a video on it as well. And I was just like, alright, well, first manga tag, might as well do it. So let's kind of go ahead and get right into it. I've never personally done a manga tag video before. It just seems like a really cool thing to do, so I'm sort of just kind of jumping on the bandwagon here, but let's kind of go ahead and get right into it. So the very first question is, currently what am I reading right now? So what I'm reading is Neon Genesis Evangelion, the manga. So far it's really awesome. I believe I am on volume 2 right now, which is the of the Bizbig. I think like volume 4, so I'm on volume 4 right now. Really good so far, really awesome, really loving the story so far. Really solid adaptation of the anime in manga format, so can't wait to finish reading this. So currently my guilty pleasure manga, well, this was a very hard choice to pick because I don't really own a lot of this genre of manga, but I would have to say probably Nisekoi. It's categorized as a shounen, but it also has romance in it. I'm not really too big of a fan of the romance genre, but I just really love Nisekoi. It's just something about it that I really enjoy. The characters are really kind of interesting, and the love affairs are also as well really interesting. Not too far in this series. In fact, I just started reading it, but overall I'm really enjoying it so far. Really should check it out if you're wanting to check out a really good, solid romance shonen. The next question is, have you ever cried during I guess, reading manga? I can't really say I've gotten to the point where I'm on the verge of crying during a manga, but as far as getting emotional during a particular volume, I would have to say, and right now I don't have this, but I would have to say probably the final volume of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, part 3, Stardust Crusaders, when they finish the battle with Dio. If you finish reading that part, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you actually read the final volume, and the emotions are just super high at the final volume in part 3, really good, really solid. I was definitely on my toes when I read that issue so many years ago. But yeah, so unfortunately I gotta kind of reword that question just because I've never really cried during a manga, but it is what it is. So now pick a seinen, shonen, or shonen, or a seinen, a shoujo, or a shonen. Personally, I gotta go with seinen. Seinen is my favorite genre. Really one of the solid series. For instance, Terra from Mars, Berserk, Gantz, Battle Royale, some of the most solid stuff that I've really seen in the genre. And personally, I'm just not even hitting the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we're forgetting series like Vagabond and just so many other good seinens out there. Personally, is my favorite choice in genre. So now, what is your favorite manga world? So now this is a little different and might come off as a little mainstream, but it's definitely something. One Piece. I really enjoy the universe that One Piece puts itself in. It was sort of a tough question for me because I really do love Soul Society and Bleach and the whole sort of Shinigami kind of stuff. To me, that's really cool, but One Piece takes the cake for me because really honestly, a really solid, if not one of the coolest universes that it takes place in. So really love the One Piece universe. So now the most underrated series that I own. I wouldn't say that I own really any underrated series. It's kind of tough because I really don't consider any of these underrated. They're all really good series and really popular in their own respective fields. But I would have to say the only underrated manga that I own is Batum. Just because it's not necessarily it's kind of under the radar now. It did have an anime back in, I believe, 2012, but it never did get a season 2. which is sort of strange because it actually did fairly well. Although my issue with Batum is that it's kind of a series that should have ended a long time ago, and I mean, like, it should have ended at like volume 10. But it had a really good start and had it's having an okay finish, I suppose you could say. It's a really good series to check out regardless. Only issue is that Yen Press prints this, and Yen Press makes ridiculously expensive manga. I mean, just for one volume, it's like $12 or $13, and that's kind of ridiculous. And you can basically finish this in about 20-30 minutes. Anyways, Batum, it's a solid series, very solid read. It's very reminiscent to series like Battle Royale in the sense that it's a survival game. But if you guys want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. But personally, that's probably the most underrated manga that I own. So the next question is, what is a series that you don't own but want the most in your collection / want to start collecting? So again, I'm going to have to kind of tweak the question a little bit. I do own 2 issues of this, or 2 volumes rather, but it is a series that I do not have completed, but I really desperately want to complete it badly, because this is kind of where I started with Seinen, and that is Battle Royale. Now, Battle Royale is the definition of a survival game manga. If you really want to check out probably the most definitive seinen for survival game, look no further than Battle Royale. Unfortunately, Tokyo Pop printed it, and since they've gone bust, they have not since reprinted the series. And because of that, the volumes are increasingly difficult to find. You can still find them online, like eBay, but most of the time you will not find them in new shape or new condition. And because of that, the series is kind of difficult to find, especially the Ultimate Editions. Those go for ridiculous prices. But I really want to finish Battle Royale super, super bad. I mean, this is honestly the definitive, definitive survival game manga out there. Really recommend it. Can't recommend it enough. All right, and the next question is, do you have a manga with a favorite spine aesthetic? So I didn't get the volumes out just because it would have been a pain, but I really love the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z individual volume spines, the one that makes a picture. If you connect all the volumes, it makes a complete picture from Son Goku when he was younger, and then finally Goku in his Super Saiyan form, with volume 42 being the last volume. Really awesome. I really love those spines. It's really the only convincing feature, in my opinion, for why I would actually buy I'd buy the single volumes, but I do prefer the Bizbigs over the other ones. But we'll see how it goes. I may complete the single volumes, but I'm kind of happy with the way the Bizbigs are right now, so probably just stay to the Bizbigs. All right, and the final question is, unread series on your shelf that you are most looking forward to reading. So this is Future Diary. This is sort of once again a Tokyo Pop series that I'm going to have kind of a pain. It's going to be a pain in the ass to try and track down all these volumes in decent condition. But Future Diary, I really enjoyed the anime. I have not read the manga, and currently right now I do have 2 volumes of Future Diary on my shelf, so I'm going to probably read those, and if I do enjoy the series, I might continue with it if I can find the series, online for a very reasonable price. Unfortunately, what I do know is that Tokyo Pop never finished the initial run, which means that there's no volume 11 or 12 that was serialized, so the series is incomplete and out of print. So yeah, killing 2 birds with 1 stone there, Tokyo Pop. All right, well, that is basically it. I mean, there really isn't too much to say. I'm just going to put that there, because Berserk is awesome. But really, that's it. I really enjoyed this manga tag video. Really cool concept, and I really enjoyed, getting to talk to you guys about it. So I'm going to definitely plug in AloofDragon's channel. I believe she just started uploading videos this week, if I do believe. She has a really cool collection video if you guys want to go check that out. Like I said, I'm going to plug her channel in the description below, so if you want to check that out, feel free. Anyways, guys, have an awesome day. Have an awesome, Christmas, holidays, whatever you guys celebrate. I'm definitely going to be having that manga haul video up by the end of next week. Most definitely. It may be up as soon as Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Anyways, guys, take it easy. See you later. Peace out. So a little late to be adding this to the end of the video, but I forgot to answer one of the questions, and that's question 4, and that is, what is a manga you like in a genre you don't normally ever read? So I'm not a huge fan of horror manga. In fact, I kind of despise horror. It's not really something that I find enjoyable. But one of the series that's sort of categorized as seinen horror, sci-fi thriller kinda, is Parasite. Really enjoyed Parasite. In fact, this is probably one of the most recognized horror mangas out there. Really solid series. Honestly, I cannot recommend it enough. The anime was awesome, and the manga is just as fantastic. So if I had to recommend it, any type of kind of horror manga to any new person starting a manga collection, look no further than Parasite. Anyways, guys, thank you again. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.